What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and there's a few things I want to talk about. The first thing I want to touch on is that we are getting 300 dice a day for the login, so that's pretty freaking cool. And here in the shop, this is something I didn't touch on yesterday, and that is the growth support buff package. Now, here you can spend 300 rubies, and you can actually get increased Hall of Element coin gain rate by 30%, an increased Infinite Battle coin gain rate by 50%, and increased League Match coin gain rate by 50%. So you can gain coins in the Halls of Element, you can gain coins in Infinite Battle, and in League Match for 300 rubies. Now, something to keep in mind is this game is a great game, but they will always try to get you to use your rubies, especially right before some big event. We all know that the BS characters are coming, which I'm actually thankful that they actually let us know early on so we could actually prepare for that. So my recommendation is I wouldn't do this. However, if you are in a situation where you are trying to get a certain fest character within this last 10 days in the Halls of Element, you'll be able to get these coins here by an extra 30% gain. If there's a fest character that you're trying to get in here, we only have 10 days remaining before these fest characters will actually change into other fest characters. Maybe you'd want to do it, but I still wouldn't recommend it in all honesty. But you might be in a situation where you think, why not? Maybe you're a spender, maybe you spend a little money. That's really the only case. When it comes to League Match and Infinite Battle, I just wouldn't do it. In Infinite Battle, you'll be able to get these coins here. And yeah, you can get memories. You can get KO All-Star tickets. You can get elixirs. I mean, it just really isn't worth it, in my opinion, for the rewards that you're going to be getting in here. And then in League Match, you can actually get these KOF Battlestar Summon tickets, which is great, right? I mean, they have all the fest sets in here. They even have the Serena set, which is pretty awesome. If you're trying to get those, I'm actually farming for those things right now. But I just wouldn't do it. Personally, I would not do this at all. I don't think it's really worth it, in my humble opinion, because the thing is, all these battle cards are RNG. The difference between Halls of Elements and the coins in League Match and Infinite Battle is when you're going for those cards, it's just RNG. You don't know if you're going to get a fest character or not. Whereas at least in Halls of Elements, you know that you're going to be able to, once you get enough coins, you're going to be able to get a specific fest character that they're offering that are available in there for you. Then we get to this other little deal. Now this here, my friends, is a complete and utter ripoff. Do not do this. Do not do this deal. This is a rip-off. You're going to spend 500 rubies. You're going to get the Guild Raid key, and you're going to get a premium Infinite Battle ticket and a premium League Match ticket, which means you can play Infinite Battle one more time, and you can play League Match one more time, which means 4 times per game mode. And then you're going to get one Guild Raid key. Now, the thing about this is, just like what I mentioned with the RNG factor, especially with the Guild Raid key, yeah, maybe you get the Guild Raid key, maybe you can play extra Guild Raid, maybe that's what you're doing to try to get more rewards in Guild Raid. Maybe you're trying to get these expert boxes, these lunatic boxes, and I understand that, but it's still RNG. You don't know what you're going to get. Spending 500 rubies just isn't worth it to me. And then you might think to yourself, well, if we spend 500 rubies, we can actually gain rubies. We can actually gain rubies by playing Infinite Battle and League Match. Okay. Well, let's take a look at that. So if we jump into Infinite Battle, right? And we look at tier details and season reward, right? Currently, right now, I'm at silver. This is only Wednesday. As the days progress and we get closer to the end of the week or the end of the reset, I'm going to go higher and higher and higher, just coming in here and playing and winning, right? Normally, I'm always around in the platinum where I'm getting around 1,000, 1,100 rubies, something like that. Say I spend that 500 rubies, right? Say I'm able to play an extra round of Infinite Battle. Okay, and I get 1,100 rubies usually a week in here, just coming in here and playing 3 times normally. Okay, 1,100 rubies. And then you go all the way to Diamond, first place, mind you, to get 2,000 rubies. First place, right? Is it really worth it? Is it really worth it? I mean, you could gain 400 rubies here, but the thing is, I'm pretty sure this is only once per day. Matter of fact, if I purchase this thing today, this is only going to be a one-time deal. You can purchase this thing 5 times. Think about that. 5 times, that's 2,500 rubies. So is it worth it to really spend all those rubies trying to acquire extra rubies in Infinite Battle and League Match? No, it's not. If you go into League Match, go to Season Reward, right? Right now, I'm at 450 place, right? 200 rubies, right? I just come in here and play 3 rounds. Well, if I spend those rubies, if I spend them 500 rubies, I get an extra ticket, I can play League Match one more time, right? And then if I do that 5 times, I'll spend 2,500 rubies, and I'll get an extra 5 rounds against League Match. And yeah, that'll move me up. But here's the thing, guys. In the very beginning, when I was playing this game, over a year ago, when it was first released globally, I actually became first place at one time in League. And what I was doing was I kept refreshing this, or spending my rubies. After 3 rounds, you can do 4 more rounds where you spend your rubies. And I would do that, so I'd play 7 times a day. And even playing 7 times a day, spending all those rubies, it still took me forever to get to first place. And yeah, whoops. And yeah, if you're in first place, you get 1,500 rubies, right? But it just isn't worth it. The amount of rubies that you're going to spend to try to gain rubies in League Match and Infinite Battle just isn't worth it. It's not worth it at all, my friends. I think it's a complete scam and ripoff. So don't do that. The next thing I want to touch on is the dice game and farming for dice. Now, other than coming into the event dungeons and the power-up dungeons, which is right here. So in the event dungeon, other than playing all of these things right here to get dice, other than playing all of these here to get dice, you can actually nail 2 birds with 1 stone. And what I mean by that is, if you go into the fighter and you go to affinity here, right? And there we go, switch them around. You can see that I got a lot of characters that have 0 affinity. Now, what does affinity do for you? Well, if you take your affinity and you level your affinity all the way up to level 9, you'll get 50 rubies per character. All right, so we'll just hit the gift, and boom, we just got 50 free freaking rubies, right? That's exactly what you want to get these affinity items. And you can actually click on that, click on your favorite fighters, and you can actually see what fighters you actually need to level up. You can see I got Hydra here. He needs to be level infinity up. There's 50 rubies right there. I got another version of Vanessa here. There's 50 rubies right there, right? And so on and so on. There's actually some more rubies here for good old Vanessa. I can't believe I got her affinity only at level 6. That sucks. And what you can do is you can click on there and you can go to whatever stage you're fighting. So say, for example, you're a newer player and maybe you're only playing on normal or hard. You click on normal, and then you're more than likely probably going to auto battle right here, and you're probably going to pick however many times you can play this and play around, right? I'm just going to auto clear and show you, right? And then we're going to go ahead and get, and we did get some rubies. It's all RNG, guys. I tested this on Expert, Lunatic. I tested this on the harder levels. It didn't seem like the RNG was any better, but I mean, I would still play on the higher levels if you can, because you're going to get more infinity items. You can see here, I got 3. But if I go all the way to the Lunatic, if I'm playing on Lunatic, and I do this 10 times. Oh, ranked up, that's good. Well, we did get more dice there, so maybe if you do play on a harder level, maybe you will get more. So you see all the dice there. We got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 dice out of 10 runs, and we got a whole lot more infinity. A while ago, we were only getting 3. Now we're getting 8 per run. So that way you nail 2 birds with 1 stone. You can get 50 rubies per character that you level up Infinity for. So make sure that you're looking for the right affinity items for the specific character that you're trying to raise your Infinity for. And then once you get your 50 rubies for that character, then move on to another character that you need to get an Infinity for. And that way you can farm for dice and level up Infinity and gain rubies all at the same time. And of course, in Epic Quest, if you're concerned about Epic Quest, you can always play Epic Quest to try to, if you're a brand new player, to try to play one of these stages on repeat, so that way you can increase these buffs right here. The more you play it, the more you increase the buffs. The way that I always did it was whatever stage that I could play on auto. So say for example, I was only on chapter 4, and this is the highest stage I can play on auto. If I had to manually play it, that's what you don't want to sit back and farm, because the idea is to hit auto, set it to how many times you're going to play it, and just walk away and let it go. So if you can do a stage with relative ease, go ahead and click auto, let it play. If you can't, then back up a stage. Go to the stage that you can actually play over and over and over, and let your phone run overnight or during the day or at work or whenever you're able to let your phone just go, or your emulator, although emulators do tend to crash quite a bit. But I really would go for the story mode, in my opinion, during this time, because you can actually, again, just get rubies for every single character that you level your Infinity up to level 9. So that way you're able to acquire enough dice for the Akane event, and again, just get more rubies. So hopefully this will help somebody out there as far as maybe farming for your dice. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GMT plus 7 time, Sunday through Thursday. The link will be in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.